Ha 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 ha. Alright, you got us. Now where's the 14-inch MacBook Pro? You know, slimmer bezels, brand new design, matches a 16-inch. Is this some kind of joke? Are you playing with our heads, Apple? Because I woke up for this. Alright? I was sound asleep, and now I'm wide awake and a little bit disappointed. Alright, so there's a new 13-inch MacBook Pro out. You've probably seen it by now, and I want to run through the specs. I'm not even going to try to hide my disappointment with some of the models of this machine. The higher end models are good. The lower end models, you know, they're following a trend they've done in the past, and I'm just not a fan. So drop a like if you're excited, hit subscribe for more. Let's just go ahead and jump into the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. Well, let's just start with the size and weight here, because this one is actually not only a little bit heavier, but a little bit thicker as well. It's a thick, beefy boy Apple's just announced, but not even really deserving of that thick title. And I'm sorry I have to use it here with a lack of respect on my tongue. It's not a lot thicker, only 0.61 of an inch versus 0.59, but that is a bit of a change there. And looking at the rest of the design, unfortunately, aside from the brand new fresh marketing wallpaper, which we all just love, it is the same. The slim bezels are nowhere to be found. There is not a larger display. Everything here is happening either on the keyboard or internally, or in some regards, nothing's happening internally at all. Biggest upgrade for me in this update is the Magic Keyboard. Now, I never thought we would be to the point in a postmodern society where we would be so excited about a new keyboard, but it really is that much better over the previous generation. I've been typing on the new Magic Keyboard on the new iPad Pro Magic Keyboard and on the 16-inch MacBook Pro since last November, and I have to tell you, compared to what we were using with the butterfly mechanisms before, this is life-changing. The scissor mechanism is so much better, and now 13-inch users finally have a good or great keyboard option rather than something terrible. And the keyboard's actually been upgraded to match the 16-inch, so you have the inverted T arrow keys and a dedicated escape key, which is so helpful for doing any kind of serious work on here. So the escape key is back. But probably the place of my biggest disappointment in the MacBook Pro is what is arguably most important for a lot of people out there, which is how fast this computer actually is. It's a pro notebook. It should be pretty insane, right? Even for starting. Not exactly. Now, for $1,300 starting here in the US, what kind of processor are you getting for this computer? Is it gonna be insane? Ding, ding. No, it's not. In fact, you have to actually spend $1,800 to get a processor upgrade. I'm not making this up. They copy and pasted the processor on the two lower-end 13-inch models from the previous version. The previous version has 8th generation Intel chips that are quad-core, and the high-end notebook now for the 13-inch goes up to 10th generation, so a significant upgrade there, but you have to pay $1,800 minimum to start getting those upgrades. Now, in other parts of the computer, Apple tried to make up for that, but in the processor, just know that the base models are identical basically in speed as last time. The storage on every model has doubled for the same price, which is nice. So instead of starting at 128 gigabytes for the $1,300 model, you are getting 256. Wish that could have been bumped up a little bit more. But honestly, for $1,300, that's pretty good, I guess. And going up the line, the middle model is like 512 versus 256. The high-end model is a terabyte versus 512. And now you can configure this up to 4 terabytes of internal storage if you just have a ton of files that you need to use. You have to pay a little bit more for that. No model is obviously standard with 4 terabytes. The RAM, again, gets an upgrade on the highest end model. It's 3,722 megahertz RAM, which is really, really fast. But the base model, again, receives the exact same RAM as before. Oh, and the RAM is 32 gigabytes max now. So you can finally get a 13-inch MacBook Pro with 32 gigabytes, which is awesome because a lot of people have been wanting this for such a long time, and now it's in here. And graphics are again the same story. They can be up to 80% faster if you spec this machine out. You pay more, but the base model is just not that good. Those are essentially the specs. So on the base model, what exactly changed here year over year? From what I can tell, the Magic Keyboard and double the storage for the same price for $1,300. That's it. There don't appear to be any other upgrades. Like, the screen is identical, the battery life is 10 hours, it's identical. You've got the greatness of the MacBook Pro. It's the same greatness as before. To get anything significant that'll really blow the cap off you, you know, like the one I've got on right here, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more, 1,800 buckaroos, which is quite a few buckaroos for a 13-inch notebook. Am I gonna buy this? Maybe to take a look at it, but probably not. I'm a 16-inch user. This doesn't appeal to me just because I like the enhanced power, the size, especially of the 16-inch MacBook Pro. I use my MacBook, surprise, shocker, what, for image and video editing. What, am I a YouTuber or something? So I like the extra screen real estate. But for you, if you want something more portable, I mean, that's the main appeal of the MacBook Pro 13-inch. That's the appeal it's always had, and that's the appeal it continues to have. It's just in a lot of ways similar to last generation. That's all for this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe for more. It's another early morning. I literally woke up because my boy John Prosser, who also nailed the date on this, texted me. So thank you, John. You woke me up from my slumber, and appreciate you, man. All right, that's all for now. See you all in my next video, and peace out.